Hello everyone, and welcome to Marathon County, Wisconsin. Situated in the heart of the state, Marathon County is known for its natural beauty, vibrant communities, and diverse economy. Whether you're here for business or pleasure, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From hiking and camping in Rib Mountain State Park to exploring the arts scene in Wausau, Marathon County offers a wide range of activities and attractions. Don't miss out on the local food scene, which includes everything from farm-to-table restaurants to classic Wisconsin cheese curds. We hope you enjoy your time here in Marathon County and make unforgettable memories. With a population of over 135,000 people, it is the 10th most populous county in Wisconsin. The county seat and largest city is Wausau. Marathon County is a diverse and dynamic region, with a strong economy, rich history, and beautiful natural landscapes. In this article, we'll explore some of the highlights and attractions of Marathon County, from its outdoor recreation opportunities to its thriving cultural scene. History and culture. The history of Marathon County goes back over 10,000 years, when Native American tribes first settled in the area. In the 19th century, European settlers arrived in the region, attracted by its natural resources and fertile land. Today, the county is home to a vibrant mix of cultures, including German, Hmong, and Native American communities. One of the best places to explore the history and culture of Marathon County is at the Marathon County Historical Society in Wausau. This museum features exhibits on the region's Native American heritage, pioneer settlers, and industrial development. Visitors can also tour the Yawkey House Museum, a beautifully restored mansion from the early 20th century. Another cultural highlight of Marathon County is the Lee Yawkey Woods and Art Museum, also located in Wausau. This museum showcases contemporary art and sculpture, as well as a world-renowned collection of bird art. Outdoor recreation. Marathon County is a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts, with over 50 parks and natural areas to explore. One of the most popular destinations is Rib Mountain State Park, which offers hiking, skiing, and snowshoeing trails, as well as stunning views from the top of Rib Mountain. Other popular parks in the county include Dells of the Eau Claire County Park, which features scenic waterfalls and hiking trails, and Marathon Park, which offers sports fields, playgrounds, and picnic areas. For water sports enthusiasts, the Wisconsin River runs through the county, offering opportunities for canoeing, kayaking, and fishing. Visitors can also take a scenic boat tour of Lake Wausau or go whitewater rafting on the nearby Wolf River. Economy and industry. Marathon County has a diverse and thriving economy, with a strong focus on manufacturing, healthcare, and education. Major employers in the county include the Aspirus Health System, the Wausau Paper Corporation, and the Wausau School District. One of the fastest-growing industries in Marathon County is the information technology sector, with a number of high-tech companies based in the region. This has helped to create a strong entrepreneurial culture in the county, with many small businesses and startups thriving in the area. The history of Marathon County, Wisconsin can be traced back to the time of the Native American tribes who first inhabited the area over 10,000 years ago. The region was later explored by French fur traders in the 17th century and was eventually settled by European immigrants in the 19th century. The name Marathon was chosen for the county because of its shape, which resembles a Greek warrior's shield, and the Battle of Marathon, an ancient Greek battle in which the outnumbered Athenian army defeated the invading Persian forces. In the early 1800s, the first white settlers arrived in the area, attracted by the fertile land and abundant natural resources. By the mid-1800s, the logging industry had become a major part of the local economy, with logs being floated down the Wisconsin River to mills in cities like Wausau. In the late 1800s, the railroad arrived in Marathon County, which helped to fuel the growth of the local economy. The county became a hub for shipping and manufacturing, with companies like the Wausau Paper Corporation and the Marathon Electric Company, now owned by Regal Beloit, establishing themselves in the area. In the early 1900s, Marathon County experienced a boom in agriculture, with farmers cultivating crops like potatoes, ginseng, and tobacco. The county also became a center of the dairy industry, with many local farms producing milk and cheese. During World War II, Marathon County played an important role in the war effort, with local factories producing munitions and other supplies for the military. After the war, the county continued to grow and diversify, with new industries like healthcare and information technology emerging. Today, Marathon County is a vibrant and dynamic region, with a diverse economy, rich history, and beautiful natural landscapes. The county's past is celebrated through museums and historical sites like the Marathon County Historical Society and the Yorkie House Museum, while its present and future are defined by its thriving business community and commitment to innovation and sustainability. Marathon County, Wisconsin has been home to many notable people throughout its history. Here are a few examples of famous individuals who have lived in or had connections to the county. Thornton Wilder, the Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright and novelist, lived in Wausau as a child and attended local schools. Joe Pavelski, the NHL star, grew up in Plover, a village in Marathon County, and played hockey at the University of Wisconsin before embarking on his professional career. Jenna Rollins, the acclaimed actress, was born and raised in Cambria, a town in the southern part of the county. John Muir, the renowned naturalist and founder of the Sierra Club, spent time in Marathon County during his travels through the United States. Bill Berry, the former drummer of the rock band REM, was born in Duluth, Minnesota, but grew up in Marathon County and attended high school in Wausau. Frederick March, the Oscar-winning actor, was born in Racine, Wisconsin, but grew up in Marathon County and attended high school in Wausau. Mark Tauscher, the former NFL offensive lineman, was born in Marshfield, a city in Marathon County, and played college football at the University of Wisconsin before embarking on his professional career. Marathon County, Wisconsin has had its share of notable incidents throughout its history. Here are a few examples. Wausau school shooting. In 2017, a 19-year-old former student opened fire at his former high school in Wausau, killing 2 people and injuring several others before taking his own life. Merrill tornado. In 2011, an EF2 tornado struck the city of Merrill, causing extensive damage and injuring dozens of people. Cimarron train robbery. In 1900, a group of bandits known as the Wild Bunch robbed a train near the town of Cimarron, which was then part of Marathon County. The incident became one of the most infamous train robberies in the history of the American West. Mill Creek flood. In 2018, heavy rains caused the Mill Creek to overflow its banks, leading to severe flooding in the city of Marathon and the surrounding area. Lincoln County War. In the late 1800s, a feud between 2 groups of cattlemen in neighboring Lincoln County spilled over into Marathon County, resulting in several violent confrontations. Snowstorm of the century. In 1994, Marathon County was hit by a massive snowstorm that dumped over 3 feet of snow on the area, causing widespread power outages and travel disruptions. Here are some in-depth statistics that provide a snapshot of the current state of the housing market in the county. Housing prices. According to Zillow, the median home value in Marathon County is currently $189,400, which represents a 10.8% increase over the past year. This is slightly higher than the national average home value of $355,500. Inventory. As of March 2023, there were 491 homes for sale in Marathon County, representing a 9.6% increase over the same time last year. The median number of days on the market for homes in the county is currently 53 days. Sales volume. According to data from the Central Wisconsin Multiple Listing Service, there were 2,103 home sales in Marathon County in 2022, representing a 6.4% increase over the previous year. The total sales volume for these homes was $495 million. New construction. The housing market in Marathon County has seen a significant increase in new construction in recent years. In 2022, there were 190 permits issued for new single-family homes in the county, representing a 42% increase over the previous year. Affordability. While housing prices in Marathon County have increased in recent years, the county remains relatively affordable compared to many other parts of the country. According to the National Association of Home Builders, Wells Fargo Housing Opportunity Index, 70.9% of homes sold in the Wausau metropolitan statistical area, which includes Marathon County, were affordable to families earning the median income in the area. Rental market. The rental market in Marathon County is also seeing growth, with a 5.3% increase in the median monthly rent for a two-bedroom apartment over the past year. According to Zillow, the median monthly rent for a two-bedroom apartment in the county is currently $1,025. Wisconsin is no stranger to severe weather events, with a history of tornadoes, blizzards, and severe thunderstorms. Here are some of the most famous weather events in Wisconsin history. Palm Sunday tornado outbreak. On April 11, 1965, a massive tornado outbreak struck the Midwest, including Wisconsin. In just 11 hours, more than 50 tornadoes touched down in the state, resulting in 21 deaths and over 500 injuries. Blizzard of 1978. In January 1978, a massive blizzard struck Wisconsin, dumping up to 20 inches of snow in some areas and producing winds of up to 70 miles per hour. The storm caused widespread power outages and travel disruptions, with many roads and highways closed for several days. Oakfield tornado. On July 18, 1996, a powerful tornado struck the town of Oakfield, Wisconsin, killing one person and causing widespread damage. The tornado was rated an F5 on the Fujita scale, the highest possible rating for tornadoes. Great Flood of 2008. In June 2008, heavy rainfall caused widespread flooding throughout Wisconsin, with many areas experiencing record-setting water levels. The flooding caused significant damage to homes, businesses, and infrastructure, and resulted in several fatalities. Derecho of 2019. On July 19, 2019, a powerful derecho swept through Wisconsin, producing widespread wind damage and power outages. The storm produced winds of up to 100 miles per hour in some areas, causing significant damage to trees, homes, and other structures. Polar vortex of 2019. In January 2019, a polar vortex descended on Wisconsin, bringing some of the coldest temperatures the state had ever seen. Many areas experienced wind chills of -50 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, causing widespread school closures and travel disruptions. Wisconsin has a rich history of manufacturing, with many famous factories that have played an important role in the state's economy and development. Here are some of the most famous factories in Wisconsin. Harley-Davidson. The Harley-Davidson Motorcycle Company was founded in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 1903. The company's headquarters and main factory are still located in Milwaukee, and the Harley-Davidson name has become synonymous with Wisconsin manufacturing. Kohler Company. The Kohler Company, headquartered in Kohler, Wisconsin, is a leading manufacturer of plumbing fixtures and other home products. The company was founded in 1873 and has since grown into a global brand. Miller Coors. The Miller Coors Brewery in Milwaukee is one of the largest breweries in the world, producing some of the most popular beer brands in the United States, including Miller Lite and Coors Light. Johnson Controls. Johnson Controls, headquartered in Milwaukee, is a leading manufacturer of automotive batteries, as well as building automation and security systems. The company was founded in 1885 and has since grown into a multinational corporation with operations in over 150 countries. Oshkosh Corporation. The Oshkosh Corporation, based in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, is a leading manufacturer of specialty vehicles, including military trucks, fire trucks, and construction equipment. The company was founded in 1917 and has since become a major player in the global manufacturing industry. Briggs & Stratton. Briggs & Stratton, headquartered in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, is a leading manufacturer of small engines and outdoor power equipment. The company was founded in 1908 and has since grown into a global brand, with operations in North America, Europe, and Asia. Oh, Marathon County, how do I love thee! Let me count the ways, from A to Z. A is for the amazing natural beauty you possess, from your rolling hills to your tranquil lakes, you impress. B is for the breathtaking views that surround, from Rib Mountain to the dells of the Eau Claire River, they astound. C is for the charming towns and communities you hold, from Wausau to Edgar, they never get old. D is for the deep sense of history and pride, from your pioneer spirit to your modern stride. E is for the endless adventures to be had, from hiking to fishing, there's always something rad. F is for the fabulous food scene that abounds, from cheese curds to craft beer, It has towns. G is for the gracious people who call you home, from friendly neighbors to hard-working folks. They never roam. H is for the heartwarming feeling you evoke, from your serene nature to your vibrant folk. I is for the indescribable feeling I get, whenever I'm in your presence. My heart is set. Oh, Marathon County, you stole my heart, with your beauty, your charm, and your soulful art. I'll always cherish the memories we share, for Marathon County, my love, I'll always care. Here is a modified version of Madonna's hit song Holiday, with lyrics that reference Wisconsin. Verse 1, Wisconsin, celebrate, it's time to have some fun. Don't be late, pack your bags and hit the road, there's so much to explore, don't you know? Chorus, come on, let's go. Wisconsin, we can take a trip, it'll be so fun, come on, let's go. Wisconsin, we'll make some memories under the sun. Verse 2, drive up to Door County, feel the breeze, take a boat and sail the Great Lakes with ease, sip some wine and cheese from the vine, this is how we do it, let's have a good time. Chorus, come on, let's go. Wisconsin, we can take a trip, it'll be so fun, come on, let's go. Wisconsin, we'll make some memories under the sun. Bridge, from Milwaukee to Madison, Kenosha to La Crosse, we'll dance and sing and have a blast. Wisconsin, we'll never get enough. Chorus, come on, let's go. Wisconsin, we can take a trip, it'll be so fun, come on, let's go. Wisconsin, we'll make some memories under the sun. The Badger State, Wisconsin's official nickname, which dates back to the 1800s, is still used today. Sheboygan Shuffle, this phrase refers to a dance that originated in Sheboygan, Wisconsin during the 1920s. Cheesehead, although this term is commonly associated with Wisconsin today, it didn't come into use until the 1980s. However, the state's long history of cheese production dates back to the 1800s. The Kringle capital, this phrase refers to Racine, Wisconsin, which is known for its Danish pastry called kringle. The Brew City, Milwaukee, Wisconsin has a long history of beer brewing, and was once home to many breweries during the 1920s Prohibition era, leading to this nickname. Wisconsin Route 29 is a state highway that runs east-west across northern Wisconsin, spanning a distance of approximately 200 miles. It connects the cities of Prescott, Chippewa Falls, Wausau, Green Bay, and Kewaunee. The route is also known as the Wausau-Green Bay-Chippewa Falls Expressway or the Central Wisconsin Corridor. History. The history of Wisconsin Route 29 dates back to the early 20th century, when it was originally designated as State Trunk Highway 29, STH 29. The route was established in the 1920s as a gravel road, and was later paved during the 1930s and 1940s. Over the years, the route has undergone several improvements, including the construction of bypasses, interchanges, and wider lanes to accommodate growing traffic. Route description. Wisconsin Route 29 begins at the Minnesota state line near Prescott, where it connects with Minnesota State Highway 29. From there, it runs eastward through the cities of Menominee and Chippewa Falls, before passing through the scenic hills and forests of northern Wisconsin. The route then passes through the city of Wausau, which serves as a major hub for the region's economy, before continuing eastward through the cities of Green Bay and Kewaunee, and ending at its eastern terminus at U.S. Highway 42 in Kewaunee. Major intersections. Wisconsin Route 29 intersects with several major highways throughout its route, including Interstate 94 near Menominee, U.S. Highway 53 in Eau Claire, State Highway 13 near Abbotsford, and Interstate 39 near Wausau. The route also intersects with several state highways, including State Highway 35 near Prescott, State Highway 124 near Chippewa Falls, and State Highway 42 near Kewaunee. Economic impact. Wisconsin Route 29 serves as a vital economic artery for northern Wisconsin, connecting major industrial centers with shipping ports and other vital infrastructure. The route provides access to several major airports, including Central Wisconsin Airport and Green Bay-Austin-Straubel International Airport, which help to facilitate commerce and tourism throughout the region. Tourism and recreation. Wisconsin Route 29 also serves as a popular route for tourism and recreation, with many scenic attractions and outdoor activities along its path. The route passes through several state parks and forests, including the Chequamegon-Nicollet National Forest, Rib Mountain State Park, and the Kettle Moraine State Forest. The route also provides access to several popular tourist destinations, including the Door County Peninsula, which is known for its scenic shoreline, quaint villages, and cherry orchards. Marathon County, Wisconsin has been the filming location for a number of movies over the years. Here are some notable examples. The Giant Spider Invasion, 1975. This low-budget horror movie was filmed in Merrill, Wisconsin, and featured giant spiders invading the town. Milwaukee, Minnesota, 2003. This independent film was shot in Wausau, Wisconsin, and tells the story of a young man with a gambling addiction trying to find his way in life. The Surface, 2014. This drama starring Sean Astin and Chris Mulkey was filmed in Wausau and Rib Mountain State Park. The film tells the story of two men who become stranded on a sailboat in Lake Michigan and must fight to survive. The Straight Story, 1999. Although not entirely filmed in Marathon County, this acclaimed drama directed by David Lynch features scenes shot in the town of Spencer. Wisconsin has produced a number of successful comedians over the years, many of whom have gone on to achieve national and international fame. From stand-up comics to improv performers, the state has a rich tradition of humor that continues to this day. Perhaps the most famous Wisconsin-born comedian is Chris Farley, who grew up in Madison and went on to become a star on Saturday Night Live and in movies like Tommy Boy and Black Sheep. Farley's physical humor and larger-than-life personality made him a beloved figure in the comedy world, and his untimely death in 1997 was a shock to fans around the world. Other notable Wisconsin comedians include Charlie Behrens, a stand-up comic and host of the popular YouTube series Manitowoc Minute, Tom Whipat, an actor and singer who got his start in comedy clubs in Milwaukee, and Mary Mack, a stand-up comic and musician from Minnesota who often performs in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is also home to a number of comedy clubs and venues, including the Comedy Club on State in Madison and the Milwaukee Comedy Festival, which showcases local talent and brings in comedians from around the country. Many comedians credit their Wisconsin roots with helping to shape their humor and comedic sensibilities. The state's famously cold and snowy winters, for example, have been a frequent source of inspiration for comics looking for material. And the state's friendly, down-to-earth culture has helped to foster a sense of community and collaboration among comedians and performers. Fall Time, 1995. This crime drama starring Mickey Rourke and Stephen Baldwin was filmed in Wausau and tells the story of three friends who plan a heist but find themselves in over their heads. Chris Farley was a comedian and actor known for his larger-than-life personality and physical comedy. Born and raised in Madison, Wisconsin, Farley had a deep connection to the state throughout his life and often referenced it in his work. Farley attended Marquette University in Milwaukee, where he studied communications and theater. After graduating, he moved to Chicago and joined the legendary comedy troupe Second City. It was there that he honed his skills as a performer and developed his signature style of physical comedy. In 1990, Farley was hired as a cast member on Saturday Night Live and quickly became one of the show's most popular and beloved performers. He was known for his outrageous characters and hilarious impressions, including his take on Wisconsin native and talk show host Chris Matthews. Despite his success, Farley struggled with substance abuse and addiction throughout his career. In December 1997, he tragically passed away from a drug overdose at the age of 33. In the years since his death, Farley has become a beloved icon in Wisconsin, with many fans paying tribute to him through art, music, and comedy. The city of Madison has even declared February 15th as Chris Farley Day in honor of his contributions to the world of entertainment. Farley's legacy lives on through his memorable performances and his impact on comedy, both in Wisconsin and around the world. His humor, energy, and dedication to his craft continue to inspire new generations of comedians and entertainers, and his connection to his home state of Wisconsin will always be a part of his enduring legacy. While Chris Farley was a beloved performer on Saturday Night Live and created many iconic characters and sketches, there were a few that didn't quite hit the mark. Here are some of his least popular SNL skits. The Chris Farley Show. This recurring sketch featured Farley as himself, interviewing celebrities and asking them awkward and nonsensical questions. While some fans loved the sketch for its absurdity, others found it cringeworthy and uncomfortable to watch. Gap Girls. In this sketch, Farley and fellow cast members Adam Sandler and David Spade play three fast food workers who constantly mess up orders and annoy customers. While the premise had potential, many viewers found the characters grating and the humor too repetitive. The Hurley Boy house-sitting service. In this sketch, Farley plays a house-sitter who destroys the home of the family he's supposed to be taking care of. While Farley's physical comedy was on full display, the sketch was criticized for relying too heavily on tired stereotypes about sloppy, irresponsible young men. Chippendales audition. While this sketch is now considered a classic and one of Farley's most memorable moments on SNL, it actually received mixed reviews at the time. Some viewers found the sight of Farley gyrating in a tiny costume to be uncomfortable and unappealing. Hockey has a rich history in Wisconsin, with the state producing many talented players and teams over the years. From youth leagues to college teams to professional organizations, hockey has become a beloved part of the state's sporting culture. The Wisconsin Badgers men's hockey team has a particularly impressive record, with 7 national championships to their name. They've produced many NHL players, including Joe Pavelski, who currently serves as the captain of the Dallas Stars. In addition to college hockey, Wisconsin is also home to several minor league teams, including the Milwaukee Admirals and the Green Bay Gamblers. These teams provide opportunities for young players to develop their skills and potentially earn a spot on an NHL roster. But hockey isn't just limited to organized teams and leagues. Pond hockey, where players skate on natural bodies of frozen water, is a popular pastime for many Wisconsinites. The state has many lakes and ponds that freeze over in the winter, providing ample opportunities for outdoor ice skating and hockey. Wisconsin has also hosted several major hockey events over the years, including the 2013 NCAA Frozen Four tournament and the 2016 World Cup of Hockey. These events brought together some of the best players and teams from around the world, solidifying Wisconsin's reputation as a hub for hockey culture. Perhaps most importantly, hockey has become a point of pride for many communities across Wisconsin. Local rinks and teams provide a sense of camaraderie and connection for players and fans alike, bringing together people from all backgrounds and walks of life to celebrate the thrill of the game. In short, hockey is much more than just a sport in Wisconsin. It's a beloved part of the state's culture and history. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, there's no shortage of opportunities to enjoy the thrill of the game in the Badger State. Like many states, Wisconsin has its fair share of quirky or outdated laws that may seem odd to modern sensibilities. Here are a few examples. In Madison, it is illegal to harass seagulls. The law states that it is illegal to hit, kick, or otherwise molest any gull or other bird in the park or on any body of water. It is illegal to serve apple pie in public restaurants in Wausau without cheese. This law is often cited as an example of Wisconsin's love affair with cheese. In Racine, it is illegal to shoot missiles at parade participants. While this may seem like common sense, the law was put on the books after a local man shot a Roman candle at a parade float in 1962. It is illegal to serve butter substitutes in Wisconsin state prisons. This law was enacted in 1955 as a way to protect the state's dairy industry. In La Crosse, it is illegal to worry squirrels. The law states that it is illegal to worry, torment, or injure any squirrel or songbird in any public park or cemetery. Well, I'm rolling through Wisconsin with a load of cheese and beer, gonna hit up all the best spots and make a few stops. Oh dear, got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but I ain't gonna let nothing get in my way, I swear. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking, we're gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there, but we're eastbound. Just watch all Bandit run. Gonna hit up Milwaukee, Madison and Green Bay, see the Packers play, and maybe catch a Brewers game. Gonna eat some cheese curds, and drink some Spotted Cow, and when the day is done, we'll all be saying wow. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking, we're gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there, but we're eastbound. Just watch all Bandit run. Now some folks might say that we're crazy to take this trip, but we know what we're doing and we won't let it slip. We'll make it to our destination and we'll have a lot of fun, cause when you're rolling through Wisconsin you're never done. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking, we're gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there, but we're eastbound. Just watch all Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit is a 1977 action comedy film directed by Hal Needham and starring Burt Reynolds, Sally Field, and Jackie Gleason. The film follows the adventures of Beau Bandit Darville, a professional truck driver, as he accepts a bet to transport 400 cases of Coors beer from Texas to Georgia within 28 hours, while being pursued by Sheriff Buford T. Justice. The movie was a box office success, grossing over $300 million worldwide and becoming the second highest grossing film of 1977, behind only Star Wars. It also spawned two sequels, Smokey and the Bandit 2 and Smokey and the Bandit Part 3. The film's popularity can be attributed to several factors, including the chemistry between Reynolds and Field, the high-speed car chases, and Jackie Gleason's memorable performance as Sheriff Buford T. Justice. The film also showcased the culture of truck driving and the CB radio craze of the 1970s. One of the most iconic aspects of the film is the black 1977 Pontiac Trans Am that Bandit drives. The car became a symbol of coolness and speed, and the movie helped to cement the Trans Am's place in pop culture. The film's success led to a surge in popularity for CB radio, as many fans of the movie adopted the jargon and slang used by the characters. The movie also had an impact on the trucking industry, as it helped to glamorize the profession and led to an increase in demand for truck drivers. In addition to its commercial success, Smokey and the Bandit has become a cultural touchstone and a classic of 1970s cinema. Its high-speed car chases, memorable characters, and catchy soundtrack have made it a beloved film for generations of fans. Overall, Smokey and the Bandit remains a beloved classic that continues to entertain audiences over 4 decades after its initial release. Its influence on popular culture and the trucking industry is a testament to its enduring legacy. The 1977 Pontiac Trans Am is a classic American muscle car that has become an iconic symbol of the 1970s. With its sleek, aerodynamic design, powerful V8 engine, and distinctive black and gold color scheme, the 1977 Trans Am has become a favorite among car enthusiasts and collectors. The Trans Am was first introduced in 1969 as a high-performance variant of the Pontiac Firebird. Over the years, the car evolved to become a symbol of the muscle car era, with its powerful engines and distinctive styling. The 1977 Trans Am was powered by a 400 cubic inch V8 engine that produced 200 horsepower and 325 pounds-feet of torque. This engine was paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission, although a 4-speed manual was also available. The exterior of the 1977 Trans Am featured a black and gold color scheme, which became known as the Bandit color scheme after the iconic car driven by Burt Reynolds in the movie Smokey and the Bandit. The car also had a distinctive front grille and a rear spoiler that improved its aerodynamics and gave it a more aggressive look. Inside, the Trans Am featured a sporty and luxurious interior, with bucket seats, a center console, and a dashboard with gauges and controls for the car's various systems. The 1977 Trans Am was also equipped with a variety of performance upgrades, including a specially tuned suspension, power steering, power brakes, and a limited slip differential. These upgrades made the car not only fast, but also highly maneuverable and responsive on the road. Today, the 1977 Trans Am remains a highly sought-after classic car, prized for its distinctive design and powerful performance. It has become a symbol of American muscle cars and continues to inspire car enthusiasts and collectors around the world. The term malaise era refers to a period in American automotive history that lasted from the mid-1970s through the early 1980s. During this time, cars were characterized by low horsepower, emissions controls, and fuel efficiency requirements, resulting in a decrease in performance and driving enjoyment. The malaise era was a result of a number of factors, including the 1973 oil crisis and the growing awareness of the environmental impact of automobiles. As a result, the U.S. government implemented fuel economy and emissions standards that automakers were required to meet. One of the most significant changes during the malaise era was the shift away from large, powerful V8 engines to smaller, less powerful engines. This resulted in slower acceleration and reduced performance, which was further compounded by emissions controls that reduced horsepower even further. Another notable feature of malaise era cars was their styling, which was often characterized by bulky, boxy designs and awkward proportions. This was in stark contrast to the sleek, aerodynamic designs of the muscle cars that preceded them. Despite these limitations, there were some standout cars produced during the malaise era. For example, the Chevrolet Camaro Z28 and Pontiac Trans Am, both introduced in the mid-1970s, were popular with enthusiasts for their sporty styling and relative performance compared to other cars of the era. Other notable cars from the malaise era include the Ford Mustang II, which was introduced in 1974 and marked a departure from the larger, more powerful Mustangs of the past, and the Dodge Charger SE, which was notable for its distinctive styling and unique features. Today, malaise-era cars are sought after by collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate their unique designs and historical significance. While they may not offer the same performance as muscle cars from previous eras, they are an important part of automotive history and a reminder of the challenges faced by the industry during a time of change and transition.